is Robyn Kelly. Welcome to day 11 of the 12 days of Christmas. I'm so excited. I hope you guys been enjoying the projects we have put out for you so far. Make sure that you are leaving a comment on all the videos to participate on the giveaway. So what I have for you today is a tutorial on how I made my envelope mini album. I've shared this with you previously on a different hub that I was on with my dear friends Sandy and Robyn Pitt, along all the other ladies. So I promised that I would do a tutorial on how I made this album, and that's exactly what we're gonna be doing today. Now I am simplifying this a little bit on the sense that instead of adding the chipboard cover, I decided to use a recycle box and some fabric. So I'm going to switch it up a bit, make it a little bit simpler, and also show you how I do the fabric cover, which is so easy to do. So what we're gonna need is a recycle box. Now I'm using this cake. Number one, my girls bake a lot of cakes, so I always save all these boxes, and this is kind of the perfect size, and it's especially the perfect size for the envelopes that I'm gonna use. So as you can see here, it's kind of super perfect. So now these envelopes I picked up at Michael's. I always have these envelopes in hand because I love how sturdy the craft cardstock is, and they're perfect to do a quick project. I'm gonna be using some of this beautiful fabric that I found. I found this at Joann's. So let's get started. If you rather use chipboard for your fabric cover, I did a tutorial recently on my Grinch mini album, and on that one I am using chipboard, so you can check that out. So what I'm gonna do here is just prepare my box. I'm gonna cut this top and bottom that I don't need. Move this out of the way, and then you will see that your box has a place where it connects, and you just want to open it like so. And then I'm just going to take this off, and don't worry about cutting this super straight because we are going to be covering this with the fabric, so you don't need to use your paper trimmer or anything like that. Let's just be quick and fast and simple, right? I think that's gonna be my logo because I really do like just quick projects. Okay, so I'm kind of measuring how much fabric I need, and I feel like this is a good place to cut that out. Now I'm going to, before I add my fabric down, I'm going to reinforce my spine with some duct tape, or you can also use shipping tape, just whatever you have. I like doing these just because it's a place where it's gonna open and shut quite a lot, and you just want to make sure it is super strong. Okay, so let's do like this. And now, oops, oh, I got stuck. Oh well. Okay, so then we just go around like so, just to add that extra. I'm actually just gonna cut this thing like that a little bit because I don't want that sticking out, just like so. Okay, so now we're gonna bend this around, and now we have a little bit of reinforcement on our box. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add my fabric. Now the fabric, for the fabric, all we're gonna use is some fabric tag. So I'm gonna add the fabric tag all over the box, just like so. So now I'm just gonna place this down on my fabric like this. Okay, and now I'm just gonna trim the corners here like we do on paper, just like so. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and now I'm just gonna add some more glue here and just finish wrapping these around. Okay, so now I'm just gonna bend my box again, just like so. And this looks so cute already. Oh, I love it. And I love how soft it feels. Okay, so now let's work on the pages. We're gonna use our envelopes. Now let's grab our scoreboard. So my envelopes measure 7¼ by 5¼. So I'm gonna open this flap and I'm gonna score 1/4 inch in here. So that will be my gusset. So I'm scoring at 5½, and now I'm gonna fold along the score line, just like so. So I have a piece that looks like this with a little tiny gusset. So I'm gonna do the same for all my 6 envelopes. Okay, so now we're gonna put our envelopes together. So I'm gonna grab envelope 1 and 2. So you want the the entire piece on the front, and then the one that has the opening on the back, and we're gonna do the same for all of them. So let's lay this flat, and so I'm gonna add the glue here on this little flap. Okay, make sure you're not putting glue on your gusset. And now we're just gonna place this right on top of this envelope, like that. And you might need to lay these flat like so. Okay, and then you see that you have this little gusset in between them both. So now we're gonna do the same on the next page. There we go. So now you will have your pages like so, right? So if you stand up your album, you see that you have all your gussets and your pages, and then you have one flap left. And for that one, we're just gonna use a whole envelope. We don't need to score this one, but you do want this flap towards the outside. So let's open the flap here, and we're gonna place it like this. Okay, so this last one, we have the flap out. And so I'm just gonna add my glue like this. Okay, and now I'm just gonna place this one right on top. I think it's easier if we do it this way, right on top of the last one. Okay, so now we have all our envelopes. I'm going to trim the first envelope. I'm just gonna do a little cut here so we can use this envelope also to add another flap. Okay, so just the first one I'm gonna trim out. You can use your paper trimmer if you like as well. And now I'm gonna go ahead and start gluing this down on the base. I'm using my fabric tack. So I'm gonna start with the back. Make sure you have your let's see, your spine aligned to your score line on your envelope, which it should, because for some reason these envelopes and this box are so perfect for each other. Look at that. Isn't that perfect? Like, it's just the exact size. So match made in heaven. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm gonna go ahead and add my glue on the spine as well. You want to put a lot of glue here, And then I'm gonna do glue on this envelope as well. Now I'm just gonna close this. I'm gonna lay it flat and make sure it closes. Okay, just like that. And now we're gonna let this dry for a little bit. So now we're done adding our pages to our base. So what I'm doing is I'm trimming the end of these envelopes. So I'm just cutting a little piece like this. And you can actually do this ahead of time before you add your pages if you like. So now I'm gonna grab a few more envelopes and I'm going to cut. So here's, we have the flap on one side, so I'm gonna cut on the other side about 1/2 inch. Move this over there. So, and then I'm probably gonna do about, I don't know, like 5. So the fun thing about this album is that you can just keep building and building your pages and adding different flaps just using your envelopes. So I'm gonna start with 5 and then we can probably do a little more. You can do a little less if you feel like your album is getting full. Remember that you're still gonna add paper and you're still gonna add pictures. I'm gonna grab my first envelope and I'm gonna place it inside this first page here. Okay, so we're just gonna put glue on the top, just like so. I'm gonna open this up, put this in here, and close it. So now we are gonna have, after we put the paper here and here, you will have a pocket there as well. For the next page, I'm gonna do the same. So I'm gonna grab this envelope. Now this one, I'm going to put in like this. So I'm just gonna put glue again just on the top because you want to still take advantage of the inside of the envelope. So open the envelope, let's place it in like so, and we'll still have that opening. See that? And now we're gonna grab a different envelope and we are gonna do the same. And we're gonna do it on the other side. Okay, so open this up. Now it's gonna glue to this other side. Okay, so then this page opens up like so, and it opens up like so, and then we have still room to put the insert in the inside of the album. So then you don't have to put on each one. So this one I'll skip, and then I'm gonna use my next 2 envelopes and I'm gonna place one on this side and I'm gonna place one on this side like so. So we have a double opening like this. So I'm just gonna add my glue. There we go. So I have the double flaps. Then on this one I could probably do 2 on 1. So I'm gonna cut a couple more here again at 1/2 inch. So isn't it just super simple, and it's really fun to kind of play around with the different ways of how you can put the envelopes and create all kinds of different interactions. So on this one, let me open this up. I'm going to do again 1 here on this side, just like so. Okay, and then I can go ahead and put this one, some glue. I can put it on this new one that we did, like this. You see that? So then we have an opening like this, then we still have this pocket in here, we have a pocket in here, we have a pocket in here. So fun, right? So then I'm gonna cut a couple more. I'm gonna put them on this last one here. So now for this one, I'm just gonna put 2 in 1. So I'm gonna add this one into here, just like so. And then I'm gonna grab the second one and put it here again, just inside. Okay, pull it out a little bit to make sure that it will, oops, pull it out too much. Make sure that your score line is free. And there we go. So on this page we have 1 and 2, and of course we have the pockets that come with the envelope. And for this last one, since we already have this flap, I'm just going to cut this a bit again at 1/2 inch, or actually, yeah, that's just 1/2 inch. Okay, and now for this flap, I'm just gonna glue these two here, like so. Okay, so I'm just matching the flaps in here, and now I have this piece that I'm going to go ahead and add one more envelope. So I'm gonna 1/2 inch again, and now this flap I don't probably need it to open, so I'm just gonna go ahead and glue this one down. And then I have this piece, and I'm gonna open this up again. So I'm just gonna do a little tiny cut. Okay, so now we have this piece like so, and I'm just gonna insert one here. So I'm just gonna put glue on one side of this flap and just insert this like so. So then I have this opening, and I'm just gonna add one more envelope. Now this time I'm gonna put the glue on the bottom, so when this goes in, it will attach to the back. Okay, so now here we have 1, 2, 3 flaps, and then each one of these has a pocket itself. So just so many different possibilities to create your pages. So now I'm going to show you how to close these papers, how to put your paper on top. So I do not have any Disney Christmas paper, unfortunately, but I do have this beautiful I Love Christmas collection, and I like the fact that it has all these happy kids, and it's kind of cute. It has a little kid feel to it. So I'm going to be using these, and I'll probably download some images on the internet to include a little Disney feel to my album. We're only going to need 2 sizes of papers. You're going to need the 7x5 for the base page, like so, and then we're gonna need the 7x4.5 for all the flaps. So now here I'll show you how I did the secret pocket that I did on my album. If you recall, I have somewhere a secret pocket here. So over here I have this secret pocket. So all that is really is, instead of gluing this whole page down, I am just going to glue along the envelope, along the line of the envelope, and then, so this is the side here that I'm not adding any glue. I'm gonna add glue on the other side, like so, and then maybe I'll add some glue here on the envelope itself, and then I'll place these down. That way this side remains as an opening. Okay, a secret secret opening. Now it would be nice to punch a hole here so it reminds you that that is open, but if you want to keep it secret, then obviously you don't have to. Now on these flaps that look like so, to make sure that we, you know, that we close these without closing the pocket inside, so we're gonna do the same thing. So now this time I want to seal this end, so I'm gonna add my glue all around the border, but you don't want to seal this part of this pocket. So then we're just gonna add the glue here and here, and maybe some glue on the envelope itself, like so. All right, so now we place this down, and now we have a full opening here. Continue to add my papers. So I am done adding the papers all over the album. Like I said, it went super quick because you basically only have to cut 2 sizes of paper, so it goes really quick. Now I want to show you how you can add simple pockets to this book. So I'm just gonna be using some of the scrap pieces that I have left over after cutting my paper, and then I'm just gonna cut it at 4.5 by whatever size you have. So I'm cutting this at 2.5 by 4.5, and then all we do here is just make like a little U all around the pocket. So that's what I did to add pockets on top. So very simple little book. I hope that you guys enjoy this project, and I hope that you give it a try. I'm going to finish up decorating this book, and I'll share this with you tomorrow. I want to thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment to participate on the giveaways, and please visit all my friends on the lineup on the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.